Hello and Aloha, dear Baha'i friends all over the world. Time is 11:44. Today is the 4th of May 2012. We're coming closer to the end of this year. We're continuing the project. Baha'u'llah here, in these lines, he's describing the general effect of his revelation that he has done it in several places, and he says how this spiritual power, when it comes, it really changes everything. So he goes, His Holiness, in zaman bu'i z atrestan jan. What a beautiful word is atrestan, the garden of the fragrance. I told you Satan means the place of something that there's a lot of something, they call it Satan. So in zaman, in this time, bu'i, a scent, an aroma from the garden of the fragrance of the Spirit, barvazido, shod mu'attar in jahan, barvazid, wafted over, and should became mu'attar, fragrant, perfumed, in jahan, this world. Notice I've written a comma in between this, so mu'attar, mu'attar. Mu'attar means perfumed. When you apply fragrance on something, that things, when it gives the good smell, that things becomes mu'attar. So he says this is important. He says this time, now, bu'i, just a scent. Right there it tells you that Baha'i faith is not what the entirety of Baha'u'llah's power of revelation. As in the past, Jesus says, I could tell you a lot more, but I guess you can't take it anymore, but when I come, I will tell you more, he says. Baha'u'llah says the same thing. He says just a scent, this time. So entire Baha'i faith is just a scent, just a fragrance that came from the garden of the fragrance of the Spirit, a limit. Shoghi Effendi says Baha'i faith is a relative truth, relative to this time. That Baha'u'llah says just a scent, just a fragrance of that reality of what he is, wafted over, and the whole universe became fragrant and perfumed. Now, how is that the whole world changes, but the world is not a Baha'i yet? People have not understood Baha'u'llah. How is that? Well, let's study now. He says, Bauz mushke jan azan rezva nejud, Bauz, again, mushke jan, the musk of Spirit, as from on that rezva nejud, the paradise of generosity. Jud means generosity. Red one means paradise. Again, the musk of the Spirit from that paradise of generosity, barvazido, board, jumle anche bud. Barvazid again, wafted over, blown, and board, took away, jumle, everything, anche bud, whatever that was, on that chair, whatever bud was. He says again, continuing the same idea, it says that musk, you know, the spirit that sent that beautiful smell. From that paradise of generosity wafted over and took away everything that was there. You know, usually when a religion comes, it revokes the laws and the power of the previous dispensation. This is what we say when Jesus Christ comes. Automatically the law and the power of Moses is abrogated, cancelled. A new spirit has arrived. So is when Muhammad comes. Cancels and abrogates the previous dispensation. Baha'u'llah says, it took away everything that whatever it was. Baha'i faith is not an abrogation of Christianity or Islam. Its entire standard, it says, have been abrogated. A new standard has been set in every set. The word jumle means everything, fully, wholly. Anchabut, whatever was, bored, took away. See, this is another distinguishing power of his revelation, that is not just abrogations of the one particular previous dispensation such as Islam, but is the abrogations not of all the religions, but all the standard, even the science, everything, laws, ordinances, everything. It says jumle means everything. We have to see, did everything change when Baha'u'llah arrived? Yes, it has. Then he goes furthermore. He says, Hush be hushi. Hush is awareness. Bihushi and awareness. Zedast injao beraft. The awareness and unawareness, zedast from hand, inja here, gone. It's gone out of hand. Persian have the same expression as in English. Say, was taken out of hand. Persian, they say same thing. They use dast, which is hand. So hush, the awareness, bihushi, the unawareness, be cancels, you know, negate this, negativing. Ze from dast, hand, inja, here, beraft, gone. So, this is the awareness and unawareness. What you would know to call this gentleman is aware of, or they would say lack thereof, this person is unaware. He says both of them are removed. There's no such a standard. You know, the very synonyms, whatever was synonymous to each other is gone. Antonyms, everything. Then he goes, Mast hoshari hame yek jao berav. Mast means drunken, intoxicated. Okay? Hoshari is when you're aware you're not drunk. The intoxications and unintoxications. Hame, all. Yekja, in one hand. Beraft. In 1 second, he says, in one moment. All of it at one point, gone. What the people made the people exuberant and fall in love and feeling so great and spiritual is gone. And those who are against them, supposedly, they're not very spiritual. They're also gone. Same idea is repeating. It says, Sahf shot mahvo. Sahf shot ham. The word is missing. So, here, just notice, we have said that Sahf shot ham. Sahf shot ham mahvo. Mahvi ham namand. صحو شد هم محو و محوی هم نماند. Sahf has been used as an antonym for the mahv. Mahv means delete. When something is not anymore, completely gone. You say that thing is mahv in Arabic. Okay. Sahf is an antonym to that. What is clear? What is knowledge? What's understanding? What is evident? So the very evidence, it says, the evidence became also deleted, and the deleted ones also did not remain. What was deleted, what was gone, dissipated, even that is not left anymore. That is according to the standard of the people. They say this guy is good, that guy is bad. This is clarifications of something, and that is not clarification. It says what was clarified, what was not clarified. The very clarifications, it says, became also dissipated. It became deleted. It became nothing. What was clarified was deleted. And the one that was deleted, that also did not remain. It just shows to us there's a huge changing world. How often we see that in Canada. You know, at one point of time in the world, people, they thought the universe, you know, the solar system is a geocentric system where the earth is the center and sun revolves around it. This matter was clarified. That is wrong. Why? Copernicus from Poland, isn't it? So the one that was clarified, today that even is gone. That idea does not exist anymore in that sense. The entire Newtonian physics, by what Einstein brought, put everything in relativity. Everything is relative. There's nothing absolute, it says. So that's what it means. What was clarified, even that became gone, deleted. مست شد هوشیار و محو سهوی هم نماند. The mast, the one who's intoxicated, the oblivion, the oblivious that doesn't know anything. He's totally looked like a drunk man. He became intelligent, he says, found out. But even that intelligent also did not remain. It's a huge overhaul he's talking about. Something come out for some times, and that gets also deleted and goes back. Just like the boxing, the ring, the bottom one comes right up, but then again goes back again. And finally concludes in this line. He says, آنچه بود از اسم و رسم این جهان، آنچه بود, whatever was, as from ism, the noun, the names, o and rasm, tradition, custom, in this world, whatever was of the name and the custom of this world, فانی آمد, was all obliterated. چون که شاه هم شد عیان, when Shaham, my king, Shah means king, Shaham means my king, Shod Ayan, became manifested. Baha'u'llah here says, whatever it was, of the name and traditions and everything, Faniat, all got obliterated, went to nothingness. When my king was manifested, the king within himself is the human part, again talking of the element that is called Holy Ghost in him. He's speaking. He says when he appeared, everything got obliterated. So, as this has happened, a lot of Baha'is are aware of this. Many non-Baha'is, they say, how come? Well, when William Sears has done a good study, and his book, it says, A Thief in the Night, on 1844, the graph shows, from the 1844, in a matter of 100 years, mankind jumped, mutated, 100 times more from the very inception of what we know as civilization. These 100 years, doubled, tripled, quadrupled. So much more happened in 100 years than happened in the entire history of the civilizations. Has there any event like that happened in the history of mankind that we know? Do we know of any sudden jump of the people carrying the donkeys and horses and cart changes all of a sudden something that was ever since God knows from Sumeria, couple of thousand years people were still on that wheel and on that cart and the horse, suddenly changes into automobile and train, then again jumps into actually plane, became jet. There hasn't been, as far as I know, no such a jump that drastic, that big, that fast has ever occurred in the world. That matter is evident. How are we relating it to Baha'u'llah is a different issue. That cannot be. Then we can see that again from 1844, as Baha'u'llah says, everything changed. You be the judge of it yourself and try to make that a study for yourself and try to write things down. What are the things that changed? I can't possibly in this an hour to even give you a list of it. But if I say, let's, I don't know, talk about social upheavals. All the system that we knew in the past. So many dictators went away. Indian area, democracy came out, freedom for the man. Look at so many places in the earth right now, women who were nothing, nobodies, have actually came right to become the head of the states, member of the parliaments. These are the upheaval that Baha'u'llah talks about. These are all the good things happen. However, we have caused, our oblivion has caused a lot of bad things to come up too. Just in the area of social revolution. Imagine how much have we come out. In the countries such as Canada and many places in the world, I know for a fact even in Iran, there is animal right now in Iran. You can't just hunt, go on hunting any animals. In Africa, there's animal right. In India, there is. In China, there is. Right for animals? Unheard of. So when we look at the social aspect of our life, so much has been changed. If I go into the material terms, I don't know where to begin. What we knew of physics is entirely changed. What we knew of chemistry is changed. Literally hundreds of new branches in science has developed. So much has been done in the world. The populations of the earth, 100 times more. And all of this has happened suddenly, from 1844, if we look at it till now. This is what he says. When that Baha'u'llah manifested, everything changed. How is that related to Baha'u'llah? In Islam, and even in the Bible, there are many places that Isaiah says, you know, at the time, even the lamb and the wolf, they drink from the same water. Truly, that is the case right now. We can see that. In Islam, there are many, many prophecies. Strange one, you know. It says all the treasures from the belly of the earth will come out. What would that be except for the oil, uranium? Name it. People didn't know these things at all before. Uranium? Just knew a few elements anyways. It says in the day of resurrection there's a big dragon, takes thousands of people, eats thousands of people. That's strange, isn't it? So many people get into this. Somebody had a vision and a dream in the past, and that's how he saw it, that's how he wrote it down. There are two effects when the manifestation of God, especially in this case when Baha'u'llah comes. One is direct effect. When you actually recognize Baha'u'llah, the source of the changes, and you become Baha'i. And within the Baha'i faith you go on. These are the changes only the Baha'is, they can explain it to you if you talk to them. But there is a secondary change that happens, it's a general change that happens over entire mankind. One of the Imams in Islam, there's a tradition, they ask him, how is the justice that is going to be a mission of the promised one, which is the Bab, famous. Muslims are waiting for him to come and establish justice in the world. He says this justice is like the air. Like in winter, when you close all the windows, still the cold penetrates in. He says that everyone will see it, everyone will get it. It's a general terms. The coming of Baha'u'llah is like the spring. When it comes, everyone benefits from it. Everything comes up. Those who know what to do with it, of course, knowing where the source of energy and the power is, they use it well. Those who do not know, is like the knife in the hand of a kid, they cut their own hand, you see. So, I have spoken about the power of Baha'u'llah and where is it coming from. It has become, right now in the world, a situation in the West that the new systems of social system, economical system, have jumped thousands-fold. Religions of the past stayed back. It's like children's, they have to learn from the great grandfathers what to do. And these great grandfathers is not aware of what's happened so far. So these religions of the past are like that great grandfather that they're not able to advise these new generations what to do. Why? Because they jumped so far, so fast, and religion stayed behind. It did not keep up. Did not God keep up? God did keep up with it, you know. He knew. With building of social orders such as Canada and Australia, you need Baha'i faith. The religion of the past just are not compatible. You know, it's like you're having a huge, fantastic computer and you're installing MS-DOS on it. And you want to solve the problem of the world by the MS-DOS. It's just ridiculous. the operating system for the humanity when it comes to the spiritual value and the truth cannot be religions of the past. It is Baha'u'llah. So people said, no, whatever, we deny it, we can do our own. Good. There's a second solution. As Canada taught, we can have the religions of the past come into the politics, come into the system. Why? Because these guys, they don't get along, and when they become very zealous about the religion, they start to deny each other. Before you know, civil war breaks up. So we better cut the religion out, and we say that, you know, these are the past, can't do anything with it. It used to be a sun, but it's turned into a black hole right now. You can't even get close to it. Therefore, what are they going to do? Families are disrupting, individuals are breaking down, a new system has to be installed. I had this quote from Baha'u'llah in the Kitab Aqdas. The world's equilibrium had been upset through the vibrating influence of this most great, this new world order. Mankind's ordered life had been revolutionized through the agency of this unique, this wondrous system, the like of which mortal eyes have never witnessed. A lot of people, they think by this means universal house of justice or the Baha'i administration. No, it is not that. As clearly he says, the entire mankind has been changed. This system that he's talking about is the world order of Baha'u'llah, comprised of entire Baha'i faith. All of it, all together, is the world order of Baha'u'llah. It does have two pillars that this world order, which is Baha'i faith, sits on it, one of which is universal house of justice, and one of the other one denied and repudiated at the moment, which is the universal house of guardianship, like the mother and father. This revelation sits on the top of it. So, Baha'u'llah's system has created an entirely different pattern of things. This has been promised in all the religions of the past. Shawqi Effendi says, the Baha'is, the upheaval that is going to come because of not accepting this and not recognizing this is huge. Lack of recognition of the Baha'i faith is an absolute denial of entire human need. It's like a person grudging says, I don't want to drink water, and I don't want to breathe oxygen, and I don't want to eat bread, and I'm going to be alive yet. That's a big denial. And you deny this, the whole mankind goes down. So it's clear. If not understanding this can cause so much problem in the life, then understanding of it means then everything. Automatically. So everything is the cause of this when it comes. Well, of course, Shawqi Effendi says they cannot stop these changes. No one. They don't exactly know where is it coming from, unless they're seriously smart. So, there's obviously a lot more to say if I want to open this up and bring to lots of others quotations, including the Sheikh Ahmad, one of the first forerunners of the Bab, and that he says at the time of Baha'u'llah, Serrat Tankis, that's what he is using that. And Abdu'l-Baha says that it just means that everything is going to go upside down. The lowest will become the highest will go the lowest. And that is what has happened. All those great civilizations of the past, they all went down. The new ones that they were not recognized as anything, they came down and up and up and up, and now they're ruling in every directions. Truly. So, I better stop this discussion and let you a little bit to think about this yourself. But take a project and try to write these things down in lines, lining up. What are the things that changed from the Bab appeared and the Baha'i faith initiated and enunciated? What happened is inceptions. In so many lines, everywhere there was changes. And these are indirect change that happening to the people without people knowing where is it coming from. It is exactly like the sunshine that comes through and of course enlighten everywhere. But people don't know. They're not going to appreciate it. Baha'u'llah says, because of being so clear and so evident, so much in front of the eyes, that has caused me actually to be not recognized. I am not recognized, this is because I'm too evident. See? Very good, my dear friends. This elder of God is getting tired and tired every day. May Baha'u'llah be with you.